Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Friday, February 21st, 2025. Now, today we're going to be covering the Luigi Mangione state case. So it's not just SDNY. We'll be going around a couple blocks away, so you should be able to see that. But yesterday we covered the opening statements in U.S. versus Charlie Javice. And it's all turning around JP Chase, the defense openings, which they wanted to be longer. They actually said that it would be ineffective assistance of counsel if they were limited. But their argument was pretty clear. It was that JP Chase got what they paid for. They were trying to keep Bank of America and Capital One from buying this fintech, Frank. And actually, they weren't really buying the old customers that had already gone through the FAFSA process. They were buying a platform to try to hook high school students on bank accounts with Chase. So we'll see how it plays out. It's going to be a long trial. We'll probably do some of it before we cover Mangione this afternoon. Now, as we just reported early this morning, Tony Ricco, one of Sean Combs' lawyers, filed to be relieved from the case. But interestingly enough, in a kind of cryptic line, he said, "I cannot continue in this representation consistent with the ABA standards of criminal justice." So this is, I don't know if the judge is going to make an inquiry, but we reported that. You can find it on Inner City Press. And also, speaking of inquiry, Judge Ho has yet to rule on Eric Adams' request, by the Justice Department's request, to drop the case against Eric Adams without prejudice. He hasn't ruled. And so yesterday there, in fact, was another filing by the former attorneys general who were criticized by Emile Beauvais as being politically interested, that the law firm representing them includes Mark Pomerantz and Kerry Dunn, both of whom worked on the Trump case in the then, I think it was under Cy Vance, actually. But anyway, so there's that. You can find that. What else do we got? Oh, in the crypto sphere, Alex Mashinsky pled guilty, and he's supposedly giving back some money, but his wife is now filing an ancillary proceeding to try to keep some of the money. So we just put that up. We'll see how much she's asking for. She's asked for an extension of time to make it clear, what she's asking for. There's in the Blake Lively case, there's a protective order, and as there's a fight about the protective order. The music you hear is a Chinese funeral on the corner, just outside of the Chinese funeral home. I'm assuming. I don't want to be assumption. Maybe I'll turn it around and you can see it. We got sirens. We got it all taking place here. Speaking of crime, United Nations, crime scene, crime tape. United Nations, is the siren you hear for Antonio Guterres? Is the dirge you hear for the death of the credibility of the United Nations? It's possible. Look, no, it's Old Lang Syne. Hang on. And now it can be told. We're going to end here. This is the death of the United Nations, the death of their credibility. They took part in a terrorist attack. They banned the press that asks about it. It's a litmus test. End censorship or decamp. To be continued.